guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So 2024 is coming to an end, you guys. It's officially like the end of 2024 and you guys know what that means. It's time to talk about the best of beauty, most used makeup in 2024. So I just want to say I'm a creature of habit. So a lot of the time I stick with like my go-to products and my routine, but of course you guys know me if you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, even here, you guys know that I'm always staying up to date on the latest launches and I'm always trying the new stuff that's like hot and everybody's talking about. So I do purchase pretty much all the new makeup that comes out, but I still use a lot of my older makeup and you guys will understand why I'm saying that when I get into all of this. But yeah, so in here we have a mixture of new launches from 2024, makeup that I've been loving like for years at this point that I just continuously go to. A lot of shit here, you guys. There is a lot of stuff here and I think I got everything. I'm probably missing like a few products just because like I can't remember every last item, but for the most part everything here is pretty much everything that I either traveled with, because if I travel with makeup it means that I love it. I do not travel with makeup that I'm like unsure of, makeup that I've reached for all year long or that I've worn to special events, special occasions, like all that stuff. So if you guys are interested, let me shut up and get into this because we're gonna be here for a minute. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and let's get into this. And we first talk about this sweater. Literally, this is my personality. Diet Coke. Diet Coke, I saw this on Aries like app and I was like, do I get it? Do I not get it? Do I get it? And I was like, no. Danielle, this is your entire personality. Like you have to get this sweater. So I got it and I just got it in the mail like yesterday or something. So I'm wearing it because it's just so cute and cozy. So anyways, so I think I kind of want to start off with like foundation. I'm going to try to go in order of like how you would technically like do your makeup. Start with foundation, okay? So I quickly want to talk about this. This has been a cult favorite for the last like 2.5 years. I discovered this in 2022. This is from Dior. This is their Forever Skin Glow Foundation. And clearly it's my foundation because there's lashes stuck to the back of it. So I must have had a real good time that night whenever I put these on there because I have no memory of that. But anyways, you guys, this foundation, I'm actually wearing it today. This is the most beautiful full coverage foundation in my opinion that does not look cakey. So if you have drier skin like me, you're looking for a full coverage foundation that's not going to make you look cakey, that's just going to wear all day too. This is a 24-hour wear claim. I've never worn it for 24 hours, but I definitely have worn it for like 12 hours plus. You guys, I absolutely love this. I wore this to a wedding in Aruba and I had no regrets like picking this as my wedding foundation to wear in Aruba. It was hot, I was sweaty, it was humid, my makeup was on for hours and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites, but it's not something that's like everyday. Like if you're looking for an everyday foundation, like I don't think that you need this one because it is such a full coverage foundation. Like as you guys can see, my face is beat. Like my face is beat. This is just an amazing, amazing foundation. And I think if you're looking for something for special occasions, you would love this. This is iconic, okay? I absolutely love her. Talk about my most used foundation. So this is my favorite like glam foundation for the last like few years. I've worn it to a few weddings I've been to. Love it, ride for it. Obsessed. Talk about something that's more for the everyday girl. I got you. This is the Haus Labs Triclone Foundation. This is probably my most used foundation. Like when I'm traveling and I don't have anything crazy to go to like a wedding, this is the only foundation that I'm packing. It's lightweight, it's blendable, it's breathable. I have loved this since it launched. The last 2 years, you guys, these two have been my favorite foundations of the year. Like I constantly, I repurchased this. I just actually recently repurchased this one for the first time and that's actually surprising considering I use this the most out of all my foundations. But you guys, these two for the last 2 years have been my ride or dies. I just know, especially when I wear this Haus Labs one, that my makeup is going to look amazing. It's going to be lightweight. Like the Dior one, since it is full coverage, it's definitely like a heavier foundation. This is lightweight. It almost feels like water on your skin. And I just cannot get enough of this foundation. Like I see a lot of people say mix things on, but then I see a lot of people like me that like ride for this foundation. And I'm like, yes, it's so good. It's lightweight, it's breathable. If you don't want something that's going to cover every like ounce of skin on your face, is going to like still let your natural skin peek through, then you need to check out the Haus Labs one because you guys, these two, especially this one, are my ride or die foundations. Like I recommend them to literally everybody. They're my favorite. We're gonna stick with foundation, but we're gonna move on to more affordable. And you guys, the standout product for me this year was the e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation. This did launch in the middle of the year, but once this launched, my day-to-day foundation when I would go to work was this. Like, this is the one that I wear every single day when I go to work. It's beautiful. This, in my opinion, is full coverage. Like, I don't really think it's medium. It says get buildable, just right coverage in a long wearing satin foundation. I don't think this is like buildable. I think you put this on your face and it's almost like paint, but like in the best way. Like, it's not like heavy paint, if that makes sense. Like, I definitely think the House Labs is a little bit more of a lightweight foundation, but guys, this is $8, and I have done so many videos of me wearing this foundation like on TikTok and how good it wears throughout the day. I literally put my makeup on at 7:30 in the morning when I go to work. I don't take it off till 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, okay, you guys? So that's 12 to 12 and a half hours of me wearing this foundation, and in my personal opinion, I think my skin looks great at the end of the night. Like, there's a little separation happening, but nothing crazy. Again, my main obsession with this is the price point. It's $8, it's affordable, it's long wearing. Literal only complaint about this foundation is that the shade range is kind of off. So I have to mix like 2 to 3 shades to get my perfect shade. But again, it's $8. I've literally have not had to repurchase this yet, and I've worn it 5 days a week for the last like 6 months. So do I recommend this? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's amazing. I don't know if I said the name of it, like I think I did, but just in case I didn't, this is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I will have everything linked below in case I forget to say the name of a product, because sometimes I get so excited that I forget to say the name, but everything will be linked down below. Move on to concealer, because I have one to talk about. Like, I'm not gonna drag this out like I did with the foundations. We have one and one only, the Hourglass. The Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This is my favorite concealer. It's full coverage. It gives you a beautiful finish underneath your eyes. It doesn't crease. It's long wearing. Again, I've worn this to weddings. I've worn this to special events. I wore this to literally meet Selena Gomez. And you guys, she never disappoints me. Like, I can't find a concealer that can replace this. I found ones that I like and that I love. But this is just, this year I discovered that this is my holy grail concealer. If I'm traveling, I'm bringing this. I'm not bringing 3, I'm bringing 1. If I'm going to a wedding, I'm bringing this. If I'm going to a special event, I'm wearing this. Like, that is just it. It's beautiful, it's creamy, it's blendable, it's not drying. I'm wearing it today, and as you guys can see, my under eyes, I'm actually gonna look at them up close. Yeah, you guys, my under eyes, my skin today just looks incredible. So looking for a lethal makeup combination, these two right here. If you're a full coverage girly and you're like, I can't find stuff that like makes me look perfect, these right here, lethal, literally a lethal combination, okay? You guys, this year I feel like cream and liquid bronzers were like the it girl. Like, everybody was, that and blushes, honestly. Liquid blush, powder blush, liquid bronzer, powder bronzer. I feel like everybody and their mother was like talking and coming out with these. So I have 3 liquid bronzers that I want to talk to you guys about. So I'm going to make this very quick. So the first 2 I want to mention, I'm going to talk about these together because I feel like they can be dupes. This is the Say Do Bronze, and this is the e.l.f. Bronzer and Contour. So the e.l.f. one kind of just came out like a few months ago. So she's newer to the collection. The Say one came out around May-ish. This is the Say Do Bronze in the shade Salt. You guys, I absolutely love this. I am wearing it today on my skin. I'm wearing it like all over my cheeks, on my forehead. I love this. I think it's a beautiful formula. I actually specifically love this shade in the shade Salt because it gives you like cool tone vibes. So when you apply this, you guys, I'm going to try not to get it on my sweater. It is a cooler and warmer undertone. Like, I know you guys are going to be like, that's more warm. It definitely is, but it has that slight cool undertone, which I love. And the way that it blends, your skin does not look muddy. Your skin does not look like you're wearing a bronzer helmet. It literally just gives you a beautiful bronze sculpted cheek, and I absolutely love it. Same thing with the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. one, this is in the shade Fair Light. Oh, and then I have light medium over here. Wait, what is this one? No, this is just light. And I absolutely love this, you guys. When this came out, I was immediately obsessed with this. Like, I knew I would be because I just feel like e.l.f. does it right with certain things. And this was no disappointment. I have a whole video on my TikTok of me comparing the 2 of these. But as you can see, the e.l.f. one is almost very similar in formulation-wise to the Say one. I absolutely love it. Like, look at that. Like, if I didn't tell you that one was $8 and one was like $28, you would never be able to know the difference because they both are fabulous and amazing. And you guys are probably like, well, if the e.l.f. one is a dupe for the Say, why are you talking about both? Because I love both, okay? And even though the e.l.f. one is an affordable alternative to the Say one, I do still love the Say one for special occasions, for just like that really chiseled and sculpted, like night out, like routine. I just love her. I think she's amazing. Like I will definitely continue to use these into 2025 because they were definitely some standout launches of 2024. Let's get into one of my favorite products. This product, you guys, it needs its own moment. This is from Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. You guys, clearly I love this because I'm almost out of it. When this launched, I immediately bought it. Ironically, the two of these launched like at the exact same time, and I absolutely love this. This is so versatile, and it being called a shaping serum is so appropriate because the formula is very serum-like. So you get a doe foot applicator, which you can apply directly to your skin, and then you also get like a little pump. And you guys, the way that I've worn this like is crazy. So my favorite way to wear this, like look at how sheeny it is. It's so beautiful. It's lightweight. I love this as a liquid bronzer because it doesn't give you a bronzer helmet. So if you're looking for something that's quick on the go, that's not going to overly bronze you, and if you put too much by accident, you don't have to worry about like shearing it out, then you are going to love this. I use shade light medium because of how sheer the formula is. I feel like if you're on the fairer side, maybe go a shade up or maybe 1 or 2 shades up because I would normally be like shade light. But the way that the formula is, I definitely think light medium is more for me. I wear this as my liquid bronzer. I wear this in conjunction with like a moisturizer or like a foundation. You can mix this in so many different ways, and I love this for summertime because I will go ahead and do my whole skincare routine, put on my SPF, and then finish it off with this liquid bronzer or this shaping serum. I will take a little brush, put it on the back of my hand, and just dab it all over my skin, and it will give you the most beautiful bronze from within. Like if you're going to the beach, if you're going to lay by the pool, if you're on vacation, you just don't want to wear makeup, this, you guys, I feel like can be worn in so many amazing ways. I love wearing it on its own for like a no makeup vibe. If I just want to look like I'm put together without having to put in any effort, this is what I'm reaching for, especially again over the summer. I love it. This is my favorite product from Makeup by Mario. I just think he did an amazing job on it, and I absolutely love it. Sorry if I'm talking fast. Like I just noticed, and I'm probably like speeding through this, but that's because I have so many things to talk about. So since we just talked about liquid bronzer, let's talk about liquid blushes. So let's talk about the launches this year, okay? This Luminous Silk Cheek Tint from Giorgio Armani. When I got this, I was like, I don't want to love it. I don't want to love it. I don't want to love it because she is like, I think $40-ish. But you guys, oh, I thought that was the wind. That's just a snowplow. Wow, that's really loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But anyways, yeah, it snowed here last night. I had no clue that it was supposed to snow. I woke up to snow and was like, oh, that's amazing. But anyways, this, you guys, I did not want to love this, but I'm so sorry. I absolutely love this liquid blush from Giorgio Armani. I think it's amazing. The formula is so unique. It's like a moussey texture, but again, it's so pigmented, and the way that it goes onto your skin is just amazing, and I absolutely love it. Again, another product that once I tried it, I was traveling with it. Like I just love this product so much. I think this blush formula is beautiful. It gives a nice soft blur to the skin in the absolute best way. Just am obsessed with it. I think it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite blushes, okay? Then we have Miss Huda Beauty. This, I don't even know what this is called. This is, oh, Blush Filter. So this is in the shade Strawberry and Cream. I only picked up one shade when I went because they were all sold out of all the other shades. But you guys, I absolutely love this. Number one, it smells like strawberries and cream, which I think is so fun. But the formula, so it's almost kind of similar to the Giorgio Armani with the formula, but it's a little bit like thinner, and this one does dry down a lot faster since it is a thinner type of formula. So the Giorgio Armani one, in my opinion, is more like a moussey texture. This is like, once it dries down, like it's not moving. Like this is literally not going anywhere. The Giorgio Armani will stay in place, but you can kind of still have a little bit of wiggle room with it. The Huda one, there's no wiggle room. Like once it dries down, she's not moving. She's staying right where she is. But I absolutely love it. I do think, again, this is called Blush Filter, and it gives you a nice little soft filter to your skin. I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing, and I definitely think these two are underrated launches of 2024. I think they were fabulous. This is not a new launch in 2024. This is from Rare Beauty. This is their liquid blush in the shade Hope. And you guys, this year I discovered that this blush from Rare Beauty is my favorite liquid blush of all time. It's the one I reach for the most. I'm actually wearing it today as my liquid blush, and I just think it's an amazing, amazing, amazing color. I love it because it's the perfect in-between of like pinky and like peachy, and it's like, it's not your typical like pinky blush. I definitely think it's more like on the natural side of it, and I just think it's beautiful. Again, it's Rare Beauty, it's pigmented. You guys know this formula is iconic for a reason. They did a great job when they originally formulated these. They're amazing. I love them, and the shade Hope is just my favorite. It's the one that I've reached for the most this year, and I realized that recently. I was like, wow, my other ones, I barely ever reach for them because I'm always reaching for this one, because this shade, I just think with my skin tone and the way that I do my makeup, I think it's the perfect shade for me, and I absolutely love it. And these three were definitely my most reached for and used liquid blushes in 2024. As filming these videos is hard because I have so much to say and I want to keep you guys engaged. I don't want to bore you, so I'm like trying to get through it like super quick. So since we covered liquid brush, I always say brush when I want to say blush, liquid blush and liquid bronzer, let's get into powdered bronzer. So I have two favorites here. One of them is very expensive, and I'm very sorry, but I'm going to talk about her first. This is from YSL. This is the All Hours Hyper Bronzer. And you guys, first of all, the packaging, like, come on. This is luxury. Like, this is, like, deserves its moment, like, on the vanity because she's so beautiful. But you guys, it's what I love, like, the formula. It is amazing, you guys. It's nice and buildable. It gives you a soft bronzed look. Like, if you don't want to essentially, like, have a bronzer helmet, I love this because it's lightweight. It blends beautifully on your skin. Like, it gives you the most beautiful, like, soft bronze look. Like, that's the best way I can describe it, is a soft bronze effect. Like, it's just beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. Bronzer got a lot of backlash when it launched for being as expensive as it is, and I do think they maybe could lower the price a little bit, but I guess, like, what else can you expect when it's a luxury brand? Like, it's going to be expensive, but you guys, I love this, and I have used and abused this, and I am not even close to hitting pan on it. So for that, I'm going to have to say it's one of my most reached for bronzers in 2024. Again, another staple that I travel with. I just love it. I think she's beautiful. She's great. Another bronzer, I think this launched this year. This is from RMS Beauty. Now, this did not get any attention, did not get any love, and I don't understand why. This is their, what is this called? Redimension Hydra Bronzer in the shade Malibu Muse. And you guys, this one, oh, I have beat her up. Like, clearly, I have beat her up. I love this because, again, it gives you a nice, like, soft bronze effect, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but in the most beautiful way. Like, it barely shows up on my skin. Like, that's how, like, lightweight it is. I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. I think that if you were looking for a bronzer that gives you a soft glam effect with giving you, like, a slight sheen, then you would absolutely love this. Like, I didn't even realize I loved this much until a few months ago when I was like, holy shit, I reach for this every single, like, literally, I'm just like, whoop, I'm reaching for this. Like, that is how much I love this for day to day. This I love for day to day too, but more so for special events because of how expensive it is. It's a beautiful formula, but I think this is more for, like, special events, while the RMS one is definitely more for, like, day to day. But again, two of my most reach for bronzers, and I'm not sorry because they're fabulous and they're amazing. So I have a lot to say when it comes to blush, and honestly, I'm gonna try to make this quick because I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to bore you. I do not want to bore you, so let's get right into this, okay? So we need to talk about Haus Labs because they didn't reformulate their blushes, but they, like, repackaged them, made them smaller, made them $2 less expensive, but they still have that same beautiful formula. So this shade, specifically in the shade French Rosette, oh my god, you guys. First of all, the packaging of these, it's very cute. I do wish that they were a little bit bigger for the price, but, you know, it is what it is. The pigment is there. This, you guys, is a beautiful, like, burnt orange. It's a very natural blush, but it's intense. So you need to be very careful. You cannot just go in, like, balls to the wall with this and, like, just put a bunch of it on. No. You need to be very gentle with her, and I absolutely love it. Again, another product that I travel with. I keep mentioning traveling because if I'm traveling with makeup, that's how you know it's good. I don't travel with just any makeup. I travel with makeup that I know that I can rely on, and this, you guys, I absolutely love it. I love mixing in with other blushes too, so I'll go in with one blush and then I'll kind of, like, top off the top of my cheeks with this blush. I'm a little crazy when it comes to blushes, but for good reason, because this is an amazing formula, and everybody loves them. Everybody talks about them for good reason because They're great. They're great. Now I want to talk about a blush that everybody was so excited about when it first launched, and then everybody, like, I feel like hates it now. This is from Rare Beauty. This is their, what is it even called? I just think it's just their powder blush is what it's called. So this is in the shade, again, Hope, my favorite shade from them. But you guys, these cannot be your traditional blush. Like, I'm wearing one today, and you see that like little shine right here? That is the Rare Beauty blush. This cannot be used on its own as a regular blush. This is more like a blush topper because it is very glittery. Like, they literally took their highlighter formula and added color to it, and that's what this is. And you guys, this is a very beautiful, beautiful formula, but I want to say with a disclaimer, if you have texture, this is not going to be for you. I just put it right here. You can kind of see that sheen that I'm talking about. It's literally like a little highlighter, like a highlighter blush, you guys. I love it though. I love topping off my cheeks with it. These, I 10 out of 10 do not recommend traveling with them because I traveled with one of them and it shattered, literally shattered, and I was like, oh, real cool, that's awesome. So don't travel with them, you guys. But I do think if you want something as like a blush topper that's going to give you a nice sheen, I do really love these, and I do reach for them a lot because I love using them as a blush topper. And I feel like they're misunderstood in the beauty community. Like, a lot of people don't understand them, but I understand them, and I think that they need to have a little bit more love, okay? We need to talk about my holy grail blush this year. I'm wearing it today in conjunction with one of the Rare Beauty ones. This is from Dibs. This is their Baked Blush Duo in the shade Pop Star. You guys, this blush, the way, oh my God, the filter, the way your skin just looks airbrushed with this blush is unreal. This was my most used blush in 2024, hands down. Any event that I went to, any like night out that I was doing, I'm always reaching for this blush. It's the perfect shade of pink without being like overly pink. Like, when you first apply it, you're like, oh, she's pink. But then when she settles into your skin, it gives you a beautiful, sheeny pink, and it's just my favorite. I freaking love it. It's just so good. Whenever I travel, I'm bringing her. Like, she's amazing, and I have beat this to hell, and I'm not even close to hitting pan on it. Like, not even close. It is more on the pricier side. I think it's like $30 or $36. Like, it's definitely pricey. But you guys, 10 out of 10 recommend. One of my favorite blushes to ever exist. Like, I love her. She's underrated, and you guys, you need her in your life. Now, another blush that I want to talk about that is on the pricier side. It is from Giorgio Armani. This is their Luminous Silk Glow Blush. This shade specifically in 51. I've spoke about this before on YouTube in like a favorites video, but this is the perfect shade of pink. It's not too pink, it's not overly pink, it's just the perfect shade of pink. This reminds me of like the mom that's like super natural, that like doesn't wear a lot of makeup but wants to wear makeup. Like, that is the vibe that I get with this. Like, you can barely see it on my skin. I didn't really do a good swatch, but I wore this to the wedding I went to this year, and I absolutely loved it. I actually mixed these two when I went to the wedding, and I was like, oh my God, the combination of these two is expensive but fabulous, okay? Like, literally fabulous. When I mean fabulous, I mean fabulous, okay? Guys, amazing. I love this shade so much. It's the most beautiful pinky mauve blush tone. It's just fabulous, and I literally cannot get enough of it. And I don't use it as often as I should because it's just so expensive, but I really genuinely love this blush. I think it's so freaking good. So I want to move on to highlighters since we're talking about like the cheek area. So I quickly want to talk about this from Patrick Ta. This is the Major Glow Cream and Powder Highlight. Now, I need to start off by saying I hate the cream in this, okay? I absolutely hate it. This is in the shade Baby, and the cream formula, you guys, I wish he... Oh, my light just died. Okay, we're back. I used my backup light that I was charging. But anyways, I wish that he would not include the cream in here. Like, I get it, you get like 2 for the price of 1 maybe, but you guys, I really actually hate this cream formula. Like, you're supposed to use the cream on top of the powder, and it's so sticky. It's so sticky that your hair literally gets stuck to it and then like makes like little streaks on your face, and it's horrible, absolutely horrible. But the reason I want to talk about this is because this highlighter, you guys, this highlighter formula is beautiful. I am wearing it today. So over here I have the blush, like the Rare Beauty blush, and then on the tops of my cheeks I have the Patrick Ta highlighter. I absolutely love this. It gives you a natural like glow from within, and as you can see, I have used and abused this highlighter, and I'm not even close to hitting pan on it. So for that, I do think it's worth it. And maybe if you get this, you would like the cream, but I absolutely despise the cream. Like I never ever use it. When I first tried it, like the first few times, I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then I just realized, no, it's not me. It's the cream highlighter. I absolutely hate it. So 10 out of 10, don't recommend this, but 100 out of 100 recommend the powder version of the highlight. I have reached for it so many times. Again, I've traveled with it. It is nice and durable during travel, so I do appreciate that. But I love this. I think it gives the most beautiful, beautiful glow from within. So if you're looking for like not a like crazy highlighter, but a glow from within, I think you would love this. And I just hate that it's like 2 of them, but I look past the terrible cream for the actual powder. Now, if you want to blind people, you're gonna wanna get this from Rare Beauty. This is their highlighter in the shade Mesmerize. Mine is actually Shattered. So the one thing I will say about this formula is that she's delicate. Like she is delicate. You need to treat her like with respect, but she is blinding, as you can see from that swatch. You guys, I'm like going crazy on this hand, but you can't see it. Of course, I'm just gonna stop swatching, okay? But this highlighter, if you want to blind people, you're gonna wanna use this. I absolutely love this highlighter. It's amazing. It's one of my most reach for ones. I literally went through a whole one this year and then I repurchased it and then it broke and then I repurchased it again and then this one broke. But anyways, I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. I just don't travel with her because she is very sensitive. The same thing with the blushes. You cannot travel with these because unfortunately they will break. But if you want to take it back to 2016, this is gonna be the blush you wanna use because she's amazing, okay? Let's get into powders because I feel like we're almost done, you guys. Like we're almost rounding everything up. So let's get into powders. So we're not gonna stay here long. We're gonna make it very quick. Huda Beauty. Enough said. I use the shade Cherry Blossom Cake and the shade Cupcake. I absolutely love these. I think they're amazing. I only use the Cherry Blossom to set underneath my eyes. It's my go-to for setting underneath my eyes. I do not think any other powder on the market can compare to it. Even the old Givenchy that I used to love, I don't think can compete with the Huda Beauty. I just think it's amazing. The which one is this? The one in shade Cupcake. I use today to set my face. Amazing. It locks in your makeup all day. If you want your makeup to look flawless and look perfect, and even though this is like geared towards more like oily skin, I don't think that that's the case. I think that it's geared to all skin types because it's so finely milled that it looks beautiful on my skin. My friends use it, my sister uses it, like everybody that uses it loves it. It's a cult classic for a reason. If you want flawless skin and flawless under eyes, you're gonna want this. You're not gonna wanna miss out, okay? Now, speaking of flawless under eyes, the absolute trick and key to getting a flawless under eye, for me especially because I have such sunken, hollow eyes, is this powder from Makeup Forever. And I've spoke about this a million times. Clearly, she is well loved. This is the HD Skin Matte Velvet Foundation. It's a powder foundation. Now, you're probably like, why are you using a powder foundation underneath your eyes? And I'm going to explain it to you. Because this is the most finely milled finely milled lightweight powder foundation that you're going to find. And the reason I love this is because it brings your under eyes forward and it gives you coverage. So I bake underneath my eyes with the Huda Beauty powder, and sometimes baking underneath my eyes can lead to like a little bit of like not as much coverage as I would like it to be. So with that, I counteract that with this from Makeup Forever. It's just amazing. I have gone through so many of these and clearly I'm almost out of this, but I have a backup waiting and ready to go. And I just cannot be without this powder. Like this is a non-negotiable. Like if I don't have my Huda Beauty, I need to have at least my Makeup Forever to kind of make my under eyes look perfect because I have texture underneath my eyes. I have fine lines underneath my eyes. Like my under eyes are not perfect by any means. And this powder, you guys, is just fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I absolutely love it. I go to since it came out, so I've been using it for like 2 to 2.5 years and I have zero regrets on it, okay? So a underrated powder that I don't understand how it's underrated is from Rare Beauty. This is their Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. I'm using the shade Ivory. You guys, when this launched, I want you to understand, I have been using this since it launched and I have not hit pan. I have not hit pan. Now this Rare Beauty product is travel friendly. I have traveled all over with it and it is definitely travel friendly. I absolutely freaking love this setting powder, you guys. It gives you the most airbrush finish. Now, people were using it as a setting powder. It's not a setting powder. It's a finishing powder. It strictly says tinted pressed finishing powder. Now, what does that mean? That means that this is the last step in your routine. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable here. Like sitting here for hours is not, it's not that comfortable, okay? But what you want to do with this, once you're done with your loose powder, so I'm a powder girly. Even though I'm a dry skin girly, I swear by powders. I think they make all the difference in your makeup. If you're not using powders, your makeup looks like shit. That's why. That's the number one reason why your makeup looks like shit. Like, I'm sorry if you don't want to hear that, but it's the cold truth, okay? But this powder, you guys, it gives you the most beautiful, flawless finish. I used it today to finish up like the rest of my makeup. I will set my face with my loose powder, then I will take a big fluffy brush and I will dip it all in here and I will go all over like this, like from here down. I will go here, 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 the center of my face, and you guys, my makeup absolutely looks flawless. Like, do you see anything wrong with it? Do you see anything wrong with it? No. There is nothing wrong with my makeup because the way that this powder locks everything in and gives you the most flawless airbrush finish, it's unreal. I hate everybody for not giving it the hype that it deserves because they were using it wrong. You need to use this as a finishing powder. And you guys, if you have it and you hate it, try using it as a finishing powder and let me know. But this replaced my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I love that powder. But this one, you guys, it just is the best out there. And it's also talc free. So is the Makeup Forever, by the way. This is talc free and this is talc free. The Huda is not talc free, but I'll look past it for how amazing she is. But yeah, this, you guys, 10 out of 10 recommend, and it's underrated. So we are coming into the home stretch. So I quickly want to talk about the makeup, not the makeup, the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 palette. This came out this year, you guys. And honestly, it's one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes ever. You have your warm, you have your cool. You can do a day to night, a night to day, whatever you want to do. This palette has you covered. I absolutely love it. I use it whenever I'm doing my eyeshadow. If I'm traveling, I'm using it. If I'm going out, I'm using it. It's just my ride or die eyeshadow palette. It's amazing. It's really expensive. I think it's like $70 or $65, so definitely up there in price. But clearly I have used and abused this, and I'm not even close to hitting pan on it. I think it's amazing. I don't really like the color stories in his other palettes. Like, they're beautiful for other people, but me, I'm more of like a cool tone girl, and this has the perfect right amount of mixture of all of them. And honestly, I prefer this over the Makeup by Mario Major Mattes 3 or Major Mattes palette, whatever it's called. I think his palette, his like formula in that palette specifically is patchy and chalky and just not good. This is seamless and flawless, and you guys, chef's kiss with this. Absolutely love it. So let's move on to eyes really quickly. My standout liquid liner that I always go back to is the Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid liner. It's how I get this nice and sharp wing. I get questions all the time what liquid liner I use, and it's always this. I have been using this for years. I continue to use this powder, continue to use this liner because she's just that good. I absolutely love it. It gives me exactly what I'm going for without fail. Every single time I know I can rely on her. She's long lasting. The point, you guys, is nice and sharp, and it's literally going to give you the most flawless wing that you've ever seen in your entire life. And that's all I have to say about that. I'm a girl that has super sensitive eyes, like especially this eye right now, like it's healing from PRK, and it's kind of driving me crazy this last week. Like, I really don't know why. It's so red in this one corner and like super irritated, but nonetheless, I have super like dry eyes. I have super sensitive eyes. I have to be very careful with what mascaras I use, what liners I use. You guys, these two mascaras, when I say are the only mascaras I use this year, I genuinely mean that. This is from Alley Oop. This is the Go the Distance Lengthening and Strengthening Mascara. I absolutely love this. This is a tubing mascara, and you guys, the formula on this is fabulous. If you have lashes that sometimes, like when you sleep a certain way, they get plump when you put mascara on, you will not have that issue with this mascara. This mascara goes on smooth and flawless and perfect. And oh my God, you guys, if you want a tubing mascara, like, stop watching this video, go buy this from Alley Oop. It's 10 out of 10. Now, Lancome. This is like my most recent like discovery, so I'm like kind of cheating here, but I've been using it for like the last 2 months, but I really have been only using this mascara. This is the new Hypnose Drama Mascara from Lancome, and you guys, I'm actually wearing it today in conjunction with my lashes. I absolutely love this. This formula is way different. This is more of a wet formula. The tubing one is not nearly as wet as this formula. This formula is wet, so you have to be very careful when you apply this, but when you put this on your lashes, you are going to be shocked. Hypnose Drama is the absolute perfect name for this mascara because it literally is going to make your like lashes look so dramatized in the most best way ever. I love it. The two of these are the most used mascaras that I've used this year. Like literally when I wasn't using the new one from Lancome, I was using the Alley Oop one, and I still love her. I think she's fabulous. I think they're both amazing. I've gone through 2 tubes of this. That's how you know it's good, okay? Absolutely love it, 10 out of 10, recommend, and yeah. We need to talk about this, you guys. This lip product is the best lip launch this year. Like, I'm not wearing it on my lips because I am wearing a new lip combo, but that's new, so I can't really put this in this video because I haven't been using it for all of 2024. But this, oh my God, when Fenty launched these are, what is this even called? They're Fenty High Shine Gloss Stick, whatever. This is in the shade Blazed Donut, you guys. It's always sold out. This, when I saw them launching this, I said, no, Fenty, we need to talk. You need to name this after me because this is me in a frigging lipstick, you guys. It's cool. It's pink. It's beautiful. I'm actually going to put it on right now. I'm going to put it on so you guys can see. Look at it. Look at that high frigging shine. Whenever, like, look at that. Do you guys see? Listen, this color is not for everybody, but it's definitely for bitches like me because I frigging love a nude lip, and this, you guys, is beautiful. Again, when I went to that wedding in Aruba, I keep referencing that because when I went to that wedding, I like really got like the best of the best makeup, and I honed in on what I was going to wear on my face because I knew I was going to be in really hot weather, and I was like, I need to bring the best of the best. You guys, this lipstick, I wore it the entire freaking time. I wore it the entire time. It's my favorite. If I'm going to a wedding, if I'm going to whatever, I'm wearing this lipstick. I'm literally going to dinner in like an hour and I'm going to wear this lipstick because I absolutely freaking love it. 10 out of 10, and it lasts a long time. Like, you wouldn't think because it's high shine that it would last, but no. She's lasting, okay? Then we have this. This, you guys, is from Too Faced. This is their Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaping Lip Liner in the shade Puffy Nude. I love this. It's a lip plumping lip liner, and it is, oh my God, why can't I open this? It is one of my favorite lip liners out there. It is amazing. The undertone, the color, it's literally my ideal lip liner. And currently I'm wearing the new one by NYX. This is the NYX Duck Plump, which is giving this a run for its money, but this is too new to really like recommend to you guys and say it's my 2024 favorites, but she's definitely up there. But this, you guys, every time I traveled, anytime I did a lip combo, I was always using this lip. Anytime I was doing a lip combo, anytime I was doing any type of anything, it was always with this lip liner. So this is the only lip liner that I have to talk about because it's one of the ones that I wore pretty much the entire year. It's my favorite lip liner. Again, it's a Too Faced Lip Injection in the shade Puffy Nude. Love her. Guys, we're gonna end it here with brows. Okay, so I have been using the same brow pencil for years. Clearly, I have a love affair with Rare Beauty. This is the Rare Beauty, what is this called? Brow Harmony Precision Pencil in the shade Cool Brown. You guys, it's the only brow pencil that I can use for my brows that do not make my brows look like I have like intense crazy brows. My brows to look natural but still filling them in is such a hard task because every brow pencil that I try is too intense, too pigmented, and it's too dark no matter what shade I get. This one, you guys, is my absolute favorite. I've gone through so many of them and it lasts such a long time. I just love it. I think my brows look fabulous whenever I use it. I'm never disappointed. And I just can't stray away from it. Once I got this, the first time it launched, I was like, oh, there's no going back. And I've never gone to another brow pencil since. Brow gel that I'm about to talk to you guys about is what I have on my brows right now, mixed in with the Rare Beauty brow pencil. And if you guys don't want your brows to budge, if you want your brows to stay in place, and to not go anywhere and literally not get like dandruff. You know, when you use certain brow gels, they'll get like little white stuff and like little dandruff and all that crap in your brows. No. This, you guys, this does not happen with this. This is from Benefit. This is the 24-hour brow setter. And when I mean this is glue, this is literal glue for your brows, you guys. Your brows will not budge. They will not budge all day. I have worn this in the heat, in the cold, in the wind, in the pool, wherever I have worn this and my brows stay in place and I have no weird white flaky shit happen throughout the day. I've literally worn this for like 16 hours straight. No weird shit has happened. I absolutely love this. If you need a brow gel that's going to hold your brows in place, like my brows are really hard to stay in place. This, you guys, 10 out of frigging 10. You guys, so that wraps up my 2024 most used beauty and makeup products. Again, this wasn't all launches from 2024, but this was some launches from 2024 and just some products that have just trickled into 2024 that I have just absolutely rode for years, like the House Labs foundation, the Dior foundation, the Hourglass concealer. Like there are just some staples in my routine that are non-negotiable. So I'm sorry if this wasn't like all new launches from 2024. Like I'm just very particular when it comes to my makeup, and I gotta keep it real with you guys. I gotta tell you guys the honest truth, and I can't just like pick things just to pick them for a video. Like I was like, I'm not gonna do just the best launches of 2024. I'm gonna do the best launches and my most used makeup from 2024. So I hope you stayed to the end, you guys. I really hope you did. I hope I didn't bore you. I hope I kept you guys engaged and entertained the whole time. And yeah, so that is everything I have for you guys in today's video. Let me know in the comments if you guys have tried any of these products, what your ride or die makeup products were for 2024. Do you hate some of these products? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will hopefully catch you guys in my next video. And I hope you guys have a happy holiday and a happy new year.